Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's time for another Follow-Up Friday.
Talking about drop top, drop top, drop top, Porsches, bad bitch in the fortress, money sitting gorgeous. No, I gotta get it, I ain't got a lot of time. I know I ain't got a lot of time. We just dreaming about drop top, Porsches, drop top, Porsches.
And before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell beside the subscribe button to turn on your notifications so you get updates every single time I post a new video. And don't forget to follow all of my social media for behind the scenes and more tips and tricks. Okay, so let's just get started because honestly, this week was not a good week for me. Like, honestly, my sweater says it all right now. Bad choices make good stories. This might not be a good story though, but I'm gonna try to make it a good story. So let's just start off by why it's been a bad week for me from the beginning. So I have been super stressed. If you guys noticed, I actually didn't post my last Follow-Up Friday on Friday. It actually got posted on Sunday, and that was because my computer decided it wanted to run out of storage, and it just didn't want to cooperate with me. Like, I tried to go through and delete stuff, it didn't want to delete stuff, and then it was just a lot going on. But I will say, it was done by Friday. My video was done by Friday. It just didn't get posted. But I'm sorry, and like, honestly, when things don't go exactly how I want them, I get really stressed out because I'm like OCD, and I'm like, if I'm on a schedule and my schedule gets off, it's like, it's hard to explain, but it just bothers me a lot. And I start to get stressed, and it builds, and it's just not a good feeling. But when that happens, I normally stress eat. So I just normally get stuff that's convenient, stuff that I might have laying around the house, or just something I can just go get really quick. Like, I don't feel like cooking, so I'm gonna go get some fast food, go get it. And that's basically what I was doing last week. It was so bad. But honestly, that's how I gained most of my weight in college. That's probably why I'm feeling the way I feel right now, is because I'm having flashbacks. Because in school, I was always stressed, always worried about the next assignment, always worrying about the next test. So I was always stressed. I was always like, I just need something quick so I can go home and do my homework and just move on with my life. Like, I was always like, I just need a snack to stay awake to finish this assignment. That's how I felt. And it's the worst feeling ever. Like, you're always tired. You're always like, you always got to worry about what am I going to eat next. And then that's kind of what leads into, oh, well, I don't have time to cook. And it just gets out of hand. So I had to have like a serious talk with myself about this. And honestly, those are my talks to myself are like what gets me through everything. And basically what I told myself was, if you're serious about what you're trying to do and you're serious about your goal, you need to quit playing about your life, get it together, and focus. It doesn't matter what else is going on. This one thing you should try to have at least one thing that's steady, and that's this goal. Because nothing can affect this goal but you. Everything else can depend on other people, but this goal right here is all dependent on you. So that's what I tell myself, and it got me together, and now I'm back on track, and I'm ready to kill this. Yeah, so let's talk about stress eating. So let's talk about stress eating first, because I know a lot of people deal with it, especially young adults who are just trying to figure out life in general. So let's get into this. So I know me personally, everybody's different, but me personally, when I stress eat, I go for convenience. Convenience is really big for me. So what I try to do is kind of have healthier foods in the house. Like, I try not to have so much comfort food in the house, stuff that's like cookies, chips, stuff like that. I try to keep away from those and just try to have like healthier snacks in the house, like more fruit or granola bars or something. Just something that's quick and easy that I can go grab and keep it moving. So that kind of helps me. And then also the meal prep does help. But then again, I learned something else I learned this week is I can't eat the same thing for more than like 3 days. Like, I just can't. So what I'm going to have to do is start doing meal preps like in twice a week, honestly, because I can't eat the same thing every day. Like, I just can't. It just gets annoying. I get bored and I get over it, and I'm not going to eat it. So That didn't help me either because I had a meal prep for like 6 days. Only made it through half the week. So yeah, so I have to meal prep like more than one time a week because I get bored very easily. So that's another thing. I'm sorry, I don't know, my allergies and I'm feeling under the weather, but I'm gonna finish this. Another thing about stress eating is trying not to get stressed. I know that's easier said than done, but one thing I will say is there's a certain level of stress that is healthy for your body. Like your body needs to be at a certain level of stress. Now, too much stress can be detrimental, and then too little stress can be like, I think that's like type A, type personalities or something. I don't know. But I know it's not that good either because too little stress, you're like all over the place still. But a certain level of stress is healthy. Too much stress can cause a lot of problems. So let's talk about how I manage my stress. Honestly, I really just try to stay stress free. I've gotten really good at it, I guess, and I just don't worry about the same things I did in the past. Like, especially since I graduated, honestly, when I graduated, it was like a giant weight, and the world was lifted off my shoulders, and I just was like, I saw the gates of heaven for a second. Like, that's how I felt. And so that's really, really helped me. So I'm sorry if you're still in school, this might not help you as much, but hey, you have something to look forward to. I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's like a giant weight lifted off your shoulder. And I really just haven't been as stressed. I don't worry about the same things, even as far as like social interacting and stuff like that. Like it just does, the stuff doesn't bother me. I just don't get stressed. Like I'm a little stressed now with this whole video thing, but that's on me. And I think that's a good level of stress for me because I kind of like that. I need like pressure. I need some type of pressure. I don't need too much. I don't need too much. But there's a certain level of pressure that I feel like I need in order to be like on point and get everything I need done and focus. So that's the whole reason why I started the videos too, because it's like it's keeping me accountable for my actions, and I feel like you guys are kind of holding me accountable because if I don't post every day, you're like, oh well, she said she was gonna do this and she didn't. So I like to be a woman of my word, and so that just helps me. But I think it's different when you can kind of control it and when someone else is controlling it. So like when I was in school, it was like your professor's controlling your deadlines, your your university is controlling your GPA deadline. Like it's a different type of stress. So when you're controlling it, I feel like it's easier. But when someone else is, it has that outside control, all bets are off for me. But yes, that is how I handle my stress. Okay, so that was the whole food kind of segment. So let's get on to this exercise and stuff. If you actually checked out this week's workout of the day, Wednesday, I had my best friend come in and kind of demonstrate for me. I know you guys are probably like, why didn't you just do it and have her videotape or just like y'all switch? But I love my best friend and I know she kills it every single time. So I was like, girl, this is all you. You got it. But something I wanted to say about the video that I didn't actually get to say in the video is I didn't do traditional cardio, just like running on a treadmill or the elliptical or a bike, because I feel like that is so boring. Like I do it sometimes just because I don't feel like doing all the other extra stuff, but that is so boring to me. And I was like, I refuse to have a video of just someone running on a treadmill because, again, like I told y'all before, I hate the treadmill. So I refuse to do that. So I wanted to show different types of cardio and just show that you can do different types of stuff just to raise your heart rate, and you don't have to always run, or you don't always have to get on a bike or swim or anything. You can easily do it at home in your gym. You don't have to own a treadmill and stuff. So I think that's really what I wanted to stress, is just like I wanted to do stuff you can do in the gym and at home. So you don't necessarily need a gym membership. And I think I'm going to try to continue to do that just because I know not everyone has access to a gym or wants to pay a gym membership. But in case you do, I'm going to give you options for that too later. But for the most part, I want to be able to show you stuff that you can do at home and in the gym. But as far as me going to the gym and working out, I've actually been pretty consistent. That's probably the one thing that I stay consistent on just because it's a part of my routine now. So it's just like, get off work, go to the gym, get off work, go to the gym, get off work, go to the gym. Like, there's some days that I'm just like completely exhausted and just need to go home. But for the most part, I usually get off and go to the gym. So now that that's a part of my routine, and it kind of feels like I need to go. Like, if I don't go, something's off. So that's not really the only thing that's been consistent this week, and that's the only thing that's been really good. Now, I know I haven't mentioned my weight yet, and partly because I know I was not eating the way I should, and it's just, it's not bad. Like, I told you guys I expected my weight to go up, but that was with me doing stuff right. I wasn't doing stuff right this week, so obviously it went up. But I will say it only went up 3 pounds, which I'm happy about, because I really thought it was going to go up more than that. But it only went up 3 pounds. So that's going to be really easy for me to lose. I feel like as long as I get back on track and stay focused, I feel like I will be back at 180 at no time. So that's my goal for next week, is get back at 180. Not necessarily lose more, but at least back at 180 and work from there. So if you want to make like weekly goals for yourself, like I told you, I had my big goal for myself. But if you also want to make like weekly goals for yourself, you can do that. Just don't make them too big. Like, make them small goals. Like, I'm going to eat one of mine should be, I'm going to eat my meal prep every day this week. Now, of course, like I said, I'm going to have to make more than just my one meal prep this week. I'm going to have to make multiple. But my goal should be, I'm going to say it should be because I'm not necessarily to this point yet. But I should try to eat my meal prep every single day this week. And so it would be something like that. Nothing too crazy like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds this week. Because honestly, that's kind of a lot. I'm not going to lie. 5 pounds is kind of honestly a lot for 1 week. So if you're going to do weights, do like 2 pounds or something. Don't do nothing crazy. Like 5 is kind of a lot. I mean, it's possible, of course, but it's kind of a lot, and it's putting a lot of pressure on yourself. So I wouldn't necessarily do that much. But I would keep up with it though. Throughout the week if you want. Don't get on the scale every day. That doesn't help anything. As far as goals go though, yeah, do stuff like your meal prep, do stuff like going to the gym, do stuff about like time, like the time you spend at the gym, what you do at the gym. Like majority of the time I have a goal, like I have to run a mile on the elliptical before I leave the gym every single day. And that just that's my goal. Like, okay, no matter what I do in the gym, as long as I run this mile, I'll be good. So yeah, there's that. And I think that is all I have to talk about today. Remember, it's okay that you're not perfect in this whole thing because we're all human and people make mistakes. But it's how you come back from it. So I'm coming back guns blazing. Hopefully you will too. But yes. So until next time, I'll see you on Monday for our next Meal Tip Monday.
But I'm saying, I just been working so hard lately, coming to grips with what God made me. Third eye on these niggas, they so shady, so fugazi, overrated, they be hating, whoa. That's just the way that